When using the flip video camera, the first thing you need to do is push the power button to turn the camera on. It is located on the side of the flip video camera. After your camera comes on, to start recording, you push the red button in the center. When you're finished recording, push the red button again to stop the recording. If you would like to preview what you've already recorded, push the play button. If you would like to erase what you've recorded, push the trash can button. When you're finished recording and you would like to upload your video, slide the thing down on the side and your USB port will pop up and you can stick that into your computer to upload your video.
If you didn't hear me, it's because I'm too far away. You need to position the camera close to the objects if they are talking. So technically, I would need to move closer, but I try to position myself under the light. So if I'm near the light and it's projecting good light on me, then the camera should move closer to me. But here's an example of bad lighting. If I were to move closer to the camera, there's no light to show what I am, and you're getting backlight. But you need to have a clear voice when talking, that way you're able to hear on the video. Another thing that we learned in class is that when you videotape somebody or an object, like sometimes they're doing exercises or they're talking and walking, you see it on movies a lot of times, you want the object to walk off of the screen or have something neat, not just standing here in one place like I'm doing right now and talking to you. You want the object, if I'm talking to somebody beside me or explaining something, to walk off of the camera, and then you could stop recording. When doing table shots or something that you want to be straight on with the person, like if you're doing an interview or something like a dinner or something, if that's what you're filming, or if you're explaining something and you have like objects or posters or something, you want to have, you could put the object, maybe like the paper or a graph or something, where the camera is focused more on it and have maybe the person off of the screen more. Also, if they're sitting down or if they're even standing up, you can do camera positions where it's higher than the person and it projects down onto the person, or you can do it from where the camera is more to the left or to the right of the person and they might be off and like whatever object you have would be more onto the camera. You can also do it at a lower angle where it's looking up on something. So if I were to talk about a tree or our pipes up here, you could talk about whatever's up there, but you're still watching me and you're still seeing what I'm pointing at and you're still listening to what I'm saying, but you're seeing the object that I'm talking about. Also, the ideal thing to do when filming is not to have a person stand there and move the camera like we just did. The object of it is you want it to be stable. So you would use like a tripod or something like that. In the movies, often they have a moving tripod that would be on wheels. So if I were walking and it moved with me, instead of whoever's filming moving the camera back and forth to follow me, they would have this tripod thing that would move with me. So you want to have the camera as still as possible. You can also make human tripods by like holding your arm onto the table to hold it still, or putting it on an object like the dryer, something that would hold the object or the camera still to see the object that you want it to see. If you're using an object and you're trying to explain what it is, like we've got these beautiful berry garland lights from Dollar General. If we wanted to explain an object, or maybe the price of the object or something about it, like if there was a graph or something on it, which there's not, but if we wanted to do like the price, you could zoom the camera into the price or into whatever you wanted to show. That would be your focal point. Then we could talk about it, but you would want to try, like if I was talking about the object, I could even move it closer to the camera to explain, and I would be off the camera. That is perfectly fine for a camera shot. When moving off of the camera, if I am going to move away from the camera rather than the camera moving, you don't want to make quick actions to where the camera can't follow. If I wanted to move to the right, then I would slowly move to where the camera would be steady and moving with me. If I wanted to move to the left, then I would slowly move to where the camera could move with me. Or, same thing if I were moving backwards or forward towards the camera. When moving the camera, you don't want to jar it around to where everybody gets dizzy from the shot that you're shooting. You want to slowly move, like if there was someone standing behind me, you want to slowly move to get the object that's here. And if I were to move across the camera, if she were to film over here because there's an object like a tree or something you're moving on to, and I'm talking about that, and I want to move to something else, I can move slowly across the camera to explain it even more. When filming, you do not want different noises that you don't want onto the film. So you need to let others know that you are filming. You don't want somebody opening and shutting a refrigerator. You don't want to hear the microwave going. You don't want to hear banging on stuff from another room. You don't want to have different noises that have nothing to do with your video. You want it solely focused on what you are saying or what someone is saying, or if there's something playing like a song or something, you want it focused on that. You don't need to hear a little ting or whatever in the video that you're shooting.